Okay, but what we got a story right now is the story of this next match.
Neighbor too strong with those transitions. So let's see how strong these players are. One Smash KirbyKid versus Frog. Haven't seen Frog before on stream, anyways.
That's probably the best tag I've ever seen.
Frog.
Very
simple, very to the point.
It's 4 letters, so we could enter any game.
Yes, that's
just
true.
Have a perfect tag.
Except Smash 64.
No,
we ain't got tags on that.
We're
just all people. Smash 64, the Woodstock of Smash scenes.
And there's no Frog to play as in Smash 64 either.
Yeah, but, Slippy is actually DLC in that game.
Ooh, I wish.
Do you really?
Do you know how hilarious it would be to have
really?
Slippy just be a skin of Fox? Can you imagine getting beat up by Slippy? That would hurt my brain.
No, dude, it would just be awful. All that Slippy can do is just really see. Like the enemy's percentage is just really magnified. Oh, that's all that she brings to the table.
Oh, but enough about Slippy. Let's talk about this KirbyKid bringing out Pac-Man. I know I've seen him mess around with Pac-Man before, and I saw some of his videos on Twitter. He has some killer setups with Pac-Man.
He does. You know, he's been labbing a lot of different characters, and of course, being part of that One Smash team, you can expect a lot of hidden tech to be unveiled.
Oh, well, you saw there, he did the dash attack and up B. That wasn't necessarily a reaction, but we found out with the new shield stun in the patch that Pac-Man's dash attack, you can actually, if you attack somebody's shield, you can up B out before they can punish you.
Wow, that increased shield stun really allowing you to be a little more creative. And whoa.
But let's talk about some stun with that focus attack. That was a really good counterplay by Ryu. A very even game.
You know, I'm a little disappointed he didn't get more out of it, but especially since he was off stage, there wasn't too much he could do. Maybe he could run off and attempt the spike, but whoa, KirbyKid
my God, and he picks it back
up. I cannot believe he got the stun.
He realized he couldn't capitalize off the stun, so he's like, all right, let me just take that bell and I'll try again later.
Still retaining this bell, drops the hydrant as well.
Ooh, good Z drop, but he lost the bell in the process.
Yeah, and this is the thing about Pac-Man. I feel like whenever you're dealing with Pac-Man, you have to be playing it as close to face as possible. Because if you give him that room, then he's going to be dropping those hydrants, charging up, trying to get those keys. You have to be up in his face before he gets all those resources on deck.
Yeah, he's the epitome of a setup character in Smash 4. Beautiful back air on that hydrant to really use his tools against him.
But the key, because he was in air for so long, he had plenty of time to charge it. KirbyKid really good actually at picking up his items right after he uses them.
That hydrant on the platform, that like ledge canceled and got him immediately onto the platform. Like, that was a really interesting use of the hydrant. Really smart, but very even game, 0%. Frog keeping it even. Haven't seen this man around before, but he's really keeping it together against one of the best around here.
Oh, yeah.
As far as, like, knowledge.
Yes, one of the most knowledgeable players for sure, KirbyKid. Definitely providing those Tech of the Week videos along with his brother Marcus. Let's see what other tech he can unveil. Definitely curious to see how this match goes out. About an 18% difference right now. Nice. He used the forward smash to block out the Hadouken.
Man, he's just eating left and right. Pac-Man waka waka. Waka waka. I want to see some crazy setups, but he's not been given a lot of time to set anything up because Frog is just doing a good job of keeping him close.
Yeah, you know, you're right about that, you know, and he might be trying to waka waka, but we are yet to see KirbyKid really go hard in the paint. You see that waka flocka references? Yeah. We take those. Oh, and we take that stun as well, but...
Not the best capitalization. Again, he knows how to get the stun setups, but he doesn't seem to have the best follow-ups in the positions he's getting the stun. When you're off stage, you can't really charge a smash attack.
No, I've never seen a man so angry at a fire hydrant in my entire life. Just bashes that thing right away. KirbyKid, however, failing to pick up that cherry, leaves him susceptible to go ahead and get hit with some of these attacks. Wow, look at how close to face Frog is playing this right now.
It almost looks like Frog might have some experience in this matchup or something, because every time a hydrant's been out, he gets rid of it immediately. He doesn't want it messing up the neutral game. And he's actually done a really good job of dealing with the fruit. He's like caught some of them and used them for his own stuff as well.
Ooh, trying to focus that attack on that hydrant will not be enough to give it that knockback that you crave. Frog at 117% needs to figure out a way to go ahead and even up the odds. Forward smash. Yeah, that forward smash. Not enough to KO, but definitely a start. Definitely a start. KirbyKid getting that grab back throw won't be enough to KO either. Charging the apple, interesting.
And Ryu living to dangerous percents. One up B one Shoryu will certainly be the end of Pac-Man right now with this rage. Oh! But he didn't have the chance because Pac-Man finally got that set up with a hydrant. Smashed him immediately off of it.
You cannot stay on those hydrants, especially when Pac-Man's right next to it. One well-placed attack is all that it takes to send you as well as that hydrant flying.
He was camping on it, and he's like, oh, wait a minute. I'm about to get taken for a ride.
It's like the moment when you pause and think, and that was when Frog knew. he messed up.
Yep, yep. I can see that a mile away, and it's so true, though.
Yeah, but Frog, I think, is maybe not 100% well-versed in the matchup, but I feel like he's kind of learning as he goes. And I'm hoping that he can maybe apply some of the things that he learned in the last game to really swing things in his favor in Game 2.
Yeah, at the very least, it seems today is a decent enough item game to deal with the items, and he also just established at the very beginning of the match that he didn't want the Hydrant to be there to help out Pac-Man or to mess up his spacing around it.
I gotta give KirbyKid a lot of props on understanding the exact arcs and movements of all of his items. In particular, the stun, the way that he knows that he could throw it at a particular angle and it's going to hit is just remarkable.
Oh yeah, and the way that even if he misses, he covers some stuff with traps. Like he'll throw it out and then dash attack, so if they try to shield through it, he'll be able to get some extra stuff off of it. You know, it's not just there to stun, but it's just a straight up pressure tool.
Yeah.
If you're in the wrong spot at the wrong time, you get stunned, but if you avoid it, you're going to hit by something else.
And even like the fact that he's charging the items, what it does is that it forces Frog to say, hey, I need to get up close right now. And in very many cases, that could be exactly where KirbyKid wants him. So there's going to be a lot of baiting that you're going to be seeing from KirbyKid as well.
Ooh, good fireball. Seeing that recovery. But Pac-Man has a wall jump? Why does Pac-Man have a wall jump?
Because he can go through walls sometimes, yo.
I've got to question Sakurai sometimes with the characters he gives wall jumps. Like, he used Pac-Man and Villager wall jumps. They do not need that. But regardless, good way to mix up his recovery by KirbyKid, and he's back.
Get those jabs in. Ooh,
focus attack, but he couldn't capitalize on it because the water pushed him too far away.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. KirbyKid, oh man, the pressure, like you mentioned before, with that stun.
He doesn't just throw it out and leave it there. He throws it out and says, all right, you may have blocked this one, but are you ready for my next trick?
All right, well, let's see what Houdini can pop out. Dropping it. Oh, the focus
such
attack!
A good focus.
But yeah, it's too much knockback now. It's too high of a percentage, I think, where it's going to like really crumple like he wants.
Yeah, Frog just seems to have a really good knowledge of when to focus because he knows when KirbyKid is going to swing.
And I don't know if KirbyKid expected him to swing with that back air there.
KirbyKid's just done a bunch of traps where they work on shield, where if you try to do an out-of-shield option against them, you'll be caught by something else. But if Frog is aware of that and he's just patient and waits it out, he can punish. And that's why he's been able to punish with the super arming him through with the focus attack.
And I think that Pac-Man here kind of struggles a little bit on the KO department. He does have options like the keys to the bends, but with J-Star playing, or sorry, not J-Star, but Frog playing it so close to the face, it's really difficult for KirbyKid, who may actually end up losing this match.
Yeah, he definitely bonked off the edge of that stage because Sakurai is a huge troll, and then that trampoline could not make him back.
You asked why he has a wall jump. That's why he has a wall jump.
You know what? He couldn't even jump off of that wall, though. Come on, Sakurai. Come on, Sakurai. If he has a wall jump, he shouldn't bonk off of walls.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Sometimes you just like try to like boost through things, and it just doesn't work in your favor.
Sometimes the walls actually exist, and then you're going to have a bad time.
What happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object? You get crumpled and you die.
You're going to have a bad time.
You're going to have a bad time. You're going to have a really bad time. Well, let's have a great time with game number 3 going off to Dreamland. Oh, a Mega Dreamland at that. Interesting.
Ooh, very interesting. I don't know if I've actually seen Omega Dreamland before.
Yeah, I have. It's called The Last Game. I'm playing. But yeah, let's see how this ends up working out. Maybe for KirbyKid, I guess since the walls are a little bit less aggressive, he can maybe do a little bit more with it compared to like Final Destination, where it's literally like a lip you have to deal with.
Dude, that lip is dangerous. It looks like it's got like weapons coming out of it.
Oh man, the Hydrant kind of pushing Frog into the forward smash from KirbyKid. Ooh, that was interesting. He can actually pick up that dot and recover some HP. I don't know if he knows that or not.
It recovers like 3%. It looks like he's opting to, instead of focus on that, focus on seeing what other percent he can pack on.
That's right, because it all goes back to that central theme that Frog's trying to employ. Playing close to the face so he can make it so that KirbyKid cannot have time to set up those traps.
Good. That focus attack can only armor through 1 hit. So KirbyKid, seeing that he was charging it a lot, was like, all right, I'm just going to throw out a second one and cover myself. Yep.
You need to have those multi-hitting moves on deck. And Pac-Man has a couple of those. The dash attack in particular stands out as a really good option to deal with that focus attack.
And I mean, in worst case scenario, if he was going to get hit by the focus attack anyway, there's no harm in going for that coverage.
Once again, Frog finds himself nailing that focus tag, but at too high of a percentage to get that crumple that he's looking for.
This rage from Ryu is terrifying. Like, a rage Ryu can kill you at scary low percents with that Shoryu, but I don't think I've seen Frog go for almost any Shoryus.
That's true. He had, I think, either an up tilt or an up smash KO earlier in game 1. Oh, tries to show you through the hydrant. Brief invulnerability at the startup, but the fact that that's a nice, that lingering hitbox really did a number on his stock.
That was actually the pause where the game paused for you. It said it was at this moment where you should realize that you messed up.
That's 2 for 2 on that hydrant game so far from KirbyKid. Still holding on to the stock, but for how much longer? You mentioned it already. Ryu hits like a truck.
At 150, Ryu's got plenty of kill moves to finish off this stock. It's just a matter of whether or not he can land them.
Yeah, and KirbyKid's playing really spry right now. I think that's the best way to describe his playstyle. Even like right there, he does that like slow-moving projectile and still spaces himself in a way where he's not going to get hit by the focus attack.
That Nair was able to take it.
Yeah, that's how you know. That's how you know you've been living for too long. I shouldn't be alive right now by KirbyKid.
Man, he's just doing a good job with his movement of escaping Frog. Because Frog wants to keep in, like we've been saying. But KirbyKid's been doing a good job of still finding time to get those setups.
Yeah, and I like the little retreats that we're seeing from KirbyKid as well, just establishing a little bit of space in between. That way if Frog preemptively throws out an attack, then he's still in a range where he can punish.
That was such an interesting string of pressure by KirbyKid with that hydrant standing on it and then using the back air. Oh my goodness. My mind is boggled.
Once again, Frog proving that he really hates those hydrants.
Yeah, but that time he got punished for it. KirbyKid picking up on the fact that he wants to get rid of those hydrants, so he's like, all right, get rid of my hydrant, eat this strawberry.
Oh yeah, the download game. Frog trying to illustrate that he really does not care for berries or cream right now. Trying to go ahead and finish it out. He doesn't have time for those starbursts that Pac-Man's trying to be throwing out.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see if he can maybe come out on top. Has a bit of a deficit here. Offstage down smash from KirbyKid. Can he make it back onto the stage using that Tatsu, but the up smash connects.
That up smash was actually super strong. You never get to see it because you never see a Pac-Man, but what a good finishing move.
Yeah, that was really good. Definitely well played by KirbyKid. The minute that he recognized that Frog was coming up from above, he utilized that really strong up smash, like you mentioned before, and just closed out that stock as quick as possible.
Yeah, really good adaptation and really good job able to find space where there was none.
Yes, definitely have to point that out. For the love of God, I bet this is gonna be like the longest, most awkward local recording of all time.
I can't even tell.
Yo, let's just like do something like, I don't know. Let's yell at M. M, you should end that local recording, homie.